Welcome back to Super Tuesday Recap. It's your host, Kriss, and Dpalm here. Dpalm's live from Denver. He's on vacation. But, you know, the show must go on, so we're still recording. I gave him an out.
That's what we do. This is what we do.
I'm letting people know right now, I did not force this on him. I am not making this man work on his vacation. Last week,
None of this is true.
I gave him an option. You will not slander my name like this. Anyway, we're here to review episode 9 of season 6 of Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. But before we get into that, I just want to remind everyone, if you guys can please go to the podcastawards.com and nominate the Character Corner in the Entertainment and People's Choice Awards category. We're up there. I know people have already gone, and thank you very much for those who have already gone ahead and done that for the Character Corner. The nominations period goes until July 31st. There may not be another Character Corner coming out before then, so we're letting everybody know on all the other shows. So please go to the podcastawards.com and nominate the Character Corner. You'll see it in the drop down when you go to the Entertainment category and the People's Choice category. So please do that. We thank everyone who's already done that for us. And yeah, we're going to keep making content. So thank you guys very much. And all right, let's get into this. Let's talk about this episode of Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. And Daisy motherfucking Johnson, yo.
2 times 1 episode.
Right. It's just one of those things. It's like, you know what? We haven't remind you guys recently in a couple episodes that Daisy Johnson's a badass. So,
it's kind of like she said it too. She's like, allow me to reintroduce myself.
Yeah. You guys have forgotten who it is and who the fuck I am. So let me go ahead and just remind you guys real quick of this. But after the info dump last episode, we get, I'm gonna say, a lull. Not a lull. They try to make it seem like, could they give us a party at the end? And I'm just like, you're not fooling me.
I'm with that. You know what though? Honestly, the happiness at the end, that was the trick. Because we're all bracing for the hit. Even when the hit comes, we kind of cheer it, but it's not really a hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they knew. It's one of those things where they use our knowledge against us. Like we were all bracing for someone to die or someone to reveal that they got the thing that burned in chests or something, but it never happened.
It was Davis. Something happened to Davis.
Something happened to me.
Maybe to that too. Like we know that, and so I still just I'm just, it's one of those things where I'm like, you're not fooling me. The entire episode I'm just like, you're not fooling me. You're not getting me. I know this stuff is happening. But still, I
appreciate the temporary happiness they gave our characters.
See, hope it's a lie though. And happiness is a lie.
I mean, look, you're over here telling me that Simmons and Fitz aren't going to die, and I'm over telling you, like, maybe they will. And now you can take both sides. No, sir. We're going to enjoy this.
Well, hold on a minute. They also brought back the relationship. So now we had just more things that can fall broken. So, you know, Mack and YoYo might be back together. So just...
Oh, here we go. I hope you're happy. When they both die, this is on Doug. What is on your hands?
They'll die.
I was waiting for them to get stabbed in the last 20 seconds.
They'll die together, though.
Yeah, and Daisy's never getting that debrief, is she?
You see what now?
When she was like, I'll tell you the stories during the debrief. I'm like, the debrief that neither one of you is going to survive till? Great.
Right. That debrief will never happen.
Unless they go do the debrief right now, it's never going to happen.
It's got to happen off screen.
Man,
you're never going to get that debrief. And you're never going to get. So is the debrief? Yeah, it's just all bad. It's all bad. I mean, we get the reunion, we get everybody together, but it's just,
even like how we get to the reunions, it's so typically S.H.I.E.L.D., but so well executed. Like by splitting the team up and giving everyone these different threats, but tying all the threats together, and then honestly, them being like, we trust Daisy and May to solve that problem on the ground.
So let's go. So let's start from the beginning. The way we ended last week, like it ended us with Mack having to make that choice of, does he go after the ship or does he go after the truck on the ground? Now it makes sense that he would go after the truck on the ground. I mean, they would go after the ship because at that time he didn't know that Fitz and Simmons were on the ship. So that made a little bit more sense, and also kind of helped that Sarge and them burst into the bridge and kind of made that choice for them. But like you said, he was going to send YoYo down there on the Quinjet, and like you said, trust his team on the ground to do what they got to do. And you know what? They did. I mean, Deke was kind of worthless, and you see that under pressure, Deke is going to crack like an egg.
I don't even think that's worthless. So like he had 2 minutes to defuse an atom bomb. I think that isn't he. I mean, he tried. Like, he didn't fold up. He didn't give up. He tries like, look, I can't do this.
Yeah, true. I mean, I'm just it's
like
just,
it's like we've seen cowardice on this show. That wasn't it.
No, absolutely not. No, you're right. I'm being a little hard on Deke, but
you're definitely hard on Deke because you know what though? Honestly, just like his grandfather was, stop calling me that. But wait, you're a billionaire now? You can buy a castle. What up, Deke? Welcome back to the family.
We're not going to talk about how Fitz all of a sudden looked like he turned into one of them gold diggers. It was like, man, get the fuck out of my face. I don't going to deal with you. Wait, you're worth how much money? Hey,
he's LeBron James' daddy coming back for them paychecks.
Grandson, what's up? You want to call me Bobo? Yeah, you can call me Bobo as much time as you want.
But this isn't. You got to remember, this isn't the Fitz that gave him all that flack. That Fitz is dead.
Oh yeah. That Fitz has no idea. Well, that Fitz has this Fitz has no idea. He has an inkling of an idea how annoying Deke can be, but he doesn't really know how annoying Deke can be. And he doesn't know
the money helps,
right? And he doesn't know all the stuff that Deke has done too. Like Deke had to earn his way back onto the team because Deke did some, Deke was kind of a sellout a little bit in the future, a little bit.
I mean, so that was part of his plan the whole time. Mm-hmm. Like, he was like, "No, I've got a plan," and he was right. Like, he did the thing that needed to be done.
Yeah. I mean,
they don't get back to the past if Deke's not willing to sacrifice himself with the chronotom.
I am not saying that Deke didn't have some benefits and something. I'm just saying that our Fitz right now doesn't understand that Deke is a acquired taste. Until that money came in, then he was like, "Oh yeah, okay, sure."
Taste acquired.
Yeah, acquired. I love that awkward conversation Deke tried to have with Daisy when Daisy's like, Yeah. Why isn't Snowflake in jail? Like, she needs to be locked up. She killed people. It's like, I know what this is about. It's boy meets girl. Daisy's like, I love the fact that Daisy is completely oblivious to the fact that Deke really likes her like that.
That's because she didn't understand the lemons. I don't know why she didn't understand the lemons last season.
Like, it's so good. She's like, completely, she's like, no, guys, lock her the fuck up. It's like, it's so good. It's so good that he just, like when Daisy and May are talking, and Daisy's just like, I don't know who's worse. And May's like, well, Snowflake is a serial killer. And Daisy's still kind of like, I don't know which one has worse taste in people. Just, it's so good. So good. So going back to the beginning, I really did like how, again, the way they always thought they've elevated Daisy Quake's powers and her using her powers. I mean, remember, this is a girl who, when they first had her, she couldn't control her powers and she was breaking her own bones.
Right.
Now because it took me a while to figure out what she actually did. And then when I realized what she did was she basically created a stabilizing force so that when the truck drove through the strikes, it wouldn't be jostled enough to actually explode. I'm like, that's some fucking control.
But did her release a bunch of birds? I guess it did release all those birds and she killed them all. But like that, I didn't like that plan at all.
I mean, it was either that or blow up. And blow up like
I mean, I understand. I'm not understanding why it did. I'm just like, so there was no fallback on old Sarge's plan. Like, if they hit this thing and it doesn't blow up, it's just all them bats again.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. There was no plan. Well, I also got to think about it. They didn't know that hitting it would turn them back into bats.
Oh no, they didn't. Yeah. They didn't. Sarge did.
Oh, because Sarge, the backup was it would blow up. Like, he didn't believe that.
But I'm saying there's no backup to the blow up. Because like, if it didn't blow up, now you just got more birds. You got bigger problems.
Yeah. I don't take Sarge as he's become Captain Ahab to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he thought he has a plan as far as getting what he wants done, but I don't think he had a plan beyond that. Like, he really thought that he was just going to blow up 200 square miles and that would be the end of it, and he was going to get away scot free. Now, I still now have more and more questions now about who he is after, hearing Izel talk to him and him and Izel go back and forth. Still way more questions now about who exactly Sarge.
No questions. I'm right.
Do you believe this is
Coulson from the Fear Dimension? Because he was down there for a while and his only manifestation at the end was fake Deathlock talking to him, telling him none of this was real.
Mm-hmm.
And so his biggest fear is that he sacrificed his family for nothing.
Mm.
So I think that maybe it's a force from inside there that's inhabiting Coulson as a body.
That makes sense.
But just like Izel knows like more, and I think we've also seen that fact that her powers go beyond just I've got these birds.
Oh yeah, I think we've realized that. Yeah, painfully realized that.
And I think I don't know if you saw the stinger for next episode, but they show the thing that they closed the fear dimension with. So I I'm not saying I called it, but I called it.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense. And it makes sense because Izel was basically asked like, what skin are you using this time? Meaning that whatever is occupying this Coulson is probably from the dimension and has done it before or something like that. So it's and also the idea when she says, when he's like, she basically says you're mad not because I stole your memories, because you never had any. Which also kind of goes back to what you're saying here, which is none of that was real.
Oh, well, even not only was it not real, he knows the facts, but has lost all the feeling. He's like, I lost my family, I lost my world. Did you? Or is that what you think you remember? Because you don't remember anything. Because like by him saying you've taken my memories, then the question of why is he doing what he's doing becomes a lot more interesting in a way, because the why was vengeance. And now the why is a sense of searching, of lacking. Mm-hmm. And so his character is given more depth, but also introduced the fact that he probably has the ability to change skins to body out, which tells me that he may have done some sort of Hail Mary out of his body before he let himself get shot in the head.
True. Could be. And also, I'm very, very interested in seeing the relationship. Clearly, him and Izel have a deeper history. So it's what...
That even he knows.
Yeah, right.
Because it seems like she made him.
Right. So it also almost went to me idea of, these Shrikes take over bodies, almost like he's a Shrike that lost his memory or something like that. So I don't know. It's a very we again love Agent Shield because it makes us ask all these questions and then we give us some answers and then we just have more questions afterwards. But not in like a bad way. It's a good way of having these questions and wanting these things, but still, it's like holy shit. And so I really, really did like that. Trying to see what else we had here.
I mean, the fights.
Oh, the fights on this are always great, right? Like that Mack Sarge fight, I felt that.
Yeah, but even before you get there, like I like the way that they use the fights to further the plot. Like even them breaking out, them like him shooting his teammate in the chest.
Yeah.
They did a really good job of doing that slow build on, kind of not just we're gonna take back the bridge, but they've got a plan. They got something in here for YoYo, and I like the fact that we were given those conversations earlier in the season with Jocko to see that this turn was very possible for him.
Right, Jocko, and I think something we mentioned before, right? That we noticed that Sarge made the people that worked for him seem very, very disposable. Even before he left Snowflake, even before he killed, what was the other dude's name he killed? I forget the guy.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The red shirt of Sarge's team.
Red shirt. Coulson red shirt.
Coulson red shirt. Remember, they came in, Jocko came in episode 1. He had somebody with him, and they that person couldn't make it through. And Sarge, when they finally got Sarge in, Sarge was very nonchalant about the fact that they lost another person. Just, well, it is what it is.
I think it's very telling that when they arrived, they didn't arrive. He's like, we got a spaceship now, we can travel again. You didn't get here via spaceship.
Right.
You got here via like transversing the membrane between realities or whatever. Mm-hmm. So let's. I mean, I think we've entered something very interesting here because once again, we know what those first two monoliths did: time and space. We do not know what the third one did.
Absolutely. And so, this slow build of showing Sarge going so far that he doesn't care about any of that. It's the mission comes before everything else. But like Izel said to him, it's like, does he even really know the mission? Like he thinks he has a mission. He thinks he knows what the mission is, but his memories might be a lie. What he believes might not be 100% true, and so we'll see. I also, again, Izel's not a good person. But I'm also, and we brought this up before, like, how good is Sarge? Like, what was Sarge's plan once he went back to space? Where was he gonna go? There is no other planet. Like, what was his next thing to do?
Right.
I don't know. Like, if this is all he's been focusing on, because that's the thing that got me, right? If his whole thing was taking down Izel, and that was the mission, then why did he try to escape the truck? You would think that, we've seen. I mean, look at what Jocko did. Jocko was like, "No, we got the mission." He took that bomb, went over to that ship, and he blew the fucking ship to hell. Right?
Well, I think that's telling about this iteration of Coulson. I'm just calling him Sarge is the name we got now, but the sacrifice play.
Mm-hmm.
He's willing to sacrifice everyone else, not himself, which is the inverse of Coulson, which is almost his greatest fear.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. So I thought that was another really big telling thing. Especially when you think about, making the sacrifice play has been a big theme in the MCU to begin with, right? With, that's what Steve said to Tony, and then Tony ends up doing that in Endgame. So we've been seeing that. We've seen, again, Coulson. That's all Coulson was really about. And then you get this person who's wearing his skin, and he's nothing like that at all. He's willing to sacrifice not just innocent people, but his own team, and have no regard for them whatsoever. It's like I said, it is it's the inverse of Coulson. So yeah, and I guess it kind of also goes back to the other thing too. If we're dealing with fear, if we're dealing with that dimension, the idea of May shooting Sarge. Remember she said to she said it to I think YoYo, or did she say it to Daisy? I can't remember when she was like, I should have shot him when I first saw him. Should have killed him.
I think it was Daisy.
Yeah, I should have killed him. I should have killed him when I first saw him. Right? And what did she end up doing? She ended up coming in and shooting him. So is whatever Izel and this Sarge do, or do they give in to base emotions, or like, I don't know. It's a very interesting, intriguing thing to see here. I feel really bad for Davis because, like, clearly something happened to him, and it wasn't just that his kid was, keeping him up at night. So,
though, to be fair, I could see Davis being very tired.
Oh, I mean, he had a lot going on. Not gonna lie, he did.
He just back from space. He had a gun to his head.
He did.
Sarge took the bridge. They burned that dude's face against the shield. Then Sarge shot him in the chest.
Yeah.
Like, I thought Jocko was going to live, honestly, because I thought you've got to exploit the fact that Sarge was willing to sacrifice someone he cared about, which is clearly Snowflake. He's like, because when he lied to Jocko, she got left behind. She didn't make it. He chose to leave her.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's going to pay off, too, because I don't think Snowflake's going to forget that, even though she's batshit insane.
She's batshit insane, so she's not going to forget that. That's one thing batshit insane people don't do. They do not forget shit like that.
They seem to have decent memories.
Yeah, when it comes to things, like that, you kind of abandon him. She's almost like on that Harley Quinn shit. It's just like kind of batshit insane, but doesn't forget things like that. I caught up on Heroes in Crisis while he's like, oh yeah, I forgot that does happen, and it hurts. It's gonna linger. Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, I wanted to bring up. Oh God, I was gonna bring up something because we were talking about Snowflake, Jocko. Oh damn it! Oh, I know what it was because we were talking about red shirts and all. Like, so I'm amending my theory here. It's people of color who are named won't die. Because Agent
Diaz... You just killed YoYo. Congratulations.
Because Agent Diaz... I mean, the main cast doesn't count. Because any of them go, we know that can happen.
They can get it whenever.
Right. But the supporting cast, like Agent Diaz, really could have gotten shot in the head. But she got shot in the shoulder and she lives. So, I'm just saying, the black guy who died last week, we didn't have his name, so it was okay if he died. But if they're named, they're safe. I'm making that call now. And I know I just killed Agent Diaz, so I'm just saying. I get it. But throwing it out there. I put YoYo like some big because she was talking to Jocko. Oh man,
I like this the line. Are all the females on your planet this powerful? Yes.
yeah. Oh god, yeah, that was great. That's great. I mean, you got to think about it. The two most powerful people on the team are YoYo and Daisy. So, yeah, when you have this perspective, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And then May's a close third. And I'm only going on power levels because I still put May. It might be like 1A, 1B, and 1C. Just because they'll all kill you, and they all have
Very quickly.
They all have ways of they have different ways of handling it. Because like when Sarge was like, oh, we got something for Yo-Yo, it's fine. Yeah, we'll put this thing on. I was like, oh man, Yo-Yo's gonna run into one of the things, and she's gonna get fucked up, and then Mack's gonna feel bad. Oh no! Yo-Yo basically burned old boy's face on the force field, and I was just like, yeah, never mind.
May trained her.
Yeah, hey, you're right. I kept forgetting that she was training with May. May's trained everybody. May trained Daisy. May trained Yo-Yo. I gotta like. Yo-Yo said it to Mac. He's like, you gotta stop worrying about me. I can handle myself. And I'm like, you know what? She's right. She is very, very right. You should not worry about her and take care of it. And then Matt getting the big payback on Sarge and whooping Sarge's ass. I'm like,
told you.
Yeah. That's the big payback, yo. It's like, oh, you thought you were going to take my ship? You think you were going to take my crew? You going to threaten me? All right. Forget. He's called the big man for a reason. Sarge, you never had a fucking chance.
And he started off as an engineer.
Yeah. The world's big.
And now he's director of S.H.I.E.L.D. handing out beatdowns.
I mean,
but just like Jocko woke up, he was supposed to be a baker.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at all of it, Jocko was a baker. Daisy was a hacker. You know, I mean, Fitz and Simmons
were tech support.
Right.
Now they're over here stealing guns and mutinying against ships. I love the normalcy of Simmons. Are you any chance on that ship in the upper atmosphere? Well, of course we are. And they both giving the distress signal. No, we're S.H.I.E.L.D. 226.
It's like, no, I think you had that call sign wrong there. Can you say that again? What call sign are you? You can't possibly be 226. That I'm 226 here. Just,
basically, like, the phone's working, but you're still on your own.
Right, basically. New phone, who's this?
Exactly.
Oh, man. God. I don't know. I think that I love the way the seasons come together. We have, 3 more episodes, I believe?
Not enough.
4. I mean, it's enough if you believe that this. And
it's because we know what's happening next season. Yeah, but still, yeah. I'm just saying for my own nerves, it's not enough.
Oh no, of course not. No. We got 4 more episodes left, so look forward to this. Good news is, you got anything else you want to say about this episode?
No, everything they pulled it off. It was one of those things where last episode we legitimately feeling like how they can get out of this, right. and everything in character, in story way. Like even having Deke fail, like he tried but he failed, and Daisy's like, I have an idea, it might not work. And then for that, between that and her killing all the birds at the choke point, like it was. I love how Deke was kind of us like, why are you opening the door? And then May's like, because I trained her. It's a choke point. Let's do this.
Right. She knows what she's doing. And again, I love the fact that we've gotten to this point where everybody can be trusted. And it's been like this for a few seasons, but everybody can be trusted to do their own thing. And you see, again, when they strapped up to go get Fitz and Simmons, and Sarge was like, "What are you doing? You need me?" It was like, "No, we don't leave our people behind. We're not you." And which I think was a good moment because again, everybody at the last and in the 2 episodes ago. At the end of that episode, everybody's looking to Sarge because it's like he has Coulson's face. Maybe he is Coulson. I think the last 2 episodes we've seen, oh no, this motherfucker's not Coulson. Coulson wouldn't do this, and it kind of we were kind of nervous, right? It's like, is Matt going to be able to step up, or is him seeing Coulson here going to make him kind of want to fall back? And it kind of made us understand. It's like, oh no, Mac step up. He's director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like this to me re-solidified that Mac is director of S.H.I.E.L.D. and he is a good leader. He knows what the fuck he's doing, because he's. And it's kind of the same thing Coulson did, right? Which is Coulson spent a little bit of time trying to live up into the shadow of Nick Fury. And he eventually had to realize that this is my team and my way of doing it. Fury's a guide, but I gotta do this on my own. And I think Mack has figured that out himself as well. It's like I'm the leader here. I'm in control. When he told Davis keep flying the ship, I'll whoop this dude's ass by myself. It's like I don't need no help, right? I think that really helped kind of solidify that Mack knows what he's doing, but not for us or even for the team. I think everybody else kind of looks up to him for himself, right? Every leader needs that moment when you kind of understand that you can step up and you can actually do this and you can forge your own path and you're not just stuck behind the shadow of the person who was before you. So I think that was great. So
I really enjoyed Jacko opening the portal, which we need to keep that tech, please. But and then Simmons turning to him, I like you. He says, I'm a likable person.
Mm-hmm. And Jacko was a likable person.
He was.
Oh,
he was
man.
the banker.
Oh God.
And he blew up a nuke.
Right.
Him and I guess it was a Lincoln, both blowing up shit in space.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Yeah. I fuck with Jacko. Rest in peace, Jacko.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. We don't say this often to people who started off as enemies, but rest in peace, Jacko. You were a real one, Jacko. You were a real one.
The realist.
So, all right. So, some more announcements here. San Diego Comic-Con's next week, and good news, we will be into the roundtable press room for Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, and I'm going to go to the panel as well. I got panel passes to the Hall H panel. So, hopefully, we'll have some more information for you guys. I know next episode is the 19th. I'll still be out in San Diego. I don't know. We'll probably just record the Wednesday I come back, because that way we can also then talk about some of the stuff we got from San Diego for Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Then, so the regular review for Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s next episode will probably be a little bit delayed by a few days, but just hang in there and you'll hear our beautiful voices talking about the stuff again. So, you got anything else you want to say about this?
No. Just, I'm really glad this was in the end of the season. I'm glad we get more. I'm glad that we're going to get payoff for May shooting Sarge in the face. I think that Izel can body hop.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I think that, and him even, like once he heard her voice, he said her name. He hadn't said it before now. She says, oh, good, you remembered my name, which means that she has some level of control over him. He might have been the first strike. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, there's something, the history between Izel and Sarge is...
It was creepy because, like, as much as he wanted to get to her, she almost was like, come on, come see me. See what happens.
Right. It's like, oh, shit, Negro, that's all you got to say. You want to
Exactly.
Fight? See you in a bit. See you in a bit. So, I'm very nervous for next episode. Like, this episode ended on a high, and with the party and everybody happy, and I'm like, I just can't relax because I know that shit's hitting the fan next week.
It's not about relaxing. It's about enjoying the moment.
Having that one little moment of peace. I get it.
Look, got to have something.
I get it.
It's going to be taken away quickly.
Yeah. All right. I'm just saying. I just makes me nervous.
It should. It's because you're paying attention.
All right, folks. Again, thank you guys very much for listening. Super Tuesday Recap. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Spotify. And again, go to podcastawards.com and nominate the Character Corner and the Entertainment and People's Choice Awards. So, again, folks, thank you guys very much for listening. Until next time, we're out of here. Peace.